Hello YouTube Nation, and welcome back for yet another video. Today we're going to look at some of the treasures I got while yard sailing. And so as you can see, I've got some G.I. Joe, I've got some Transformers snuck over here. I got this bag that's really going to be the gold standard for what we got there. We're going to see these in an upcoming episode. We're going to go ahead and try to restore these, but I wanted to show them first because of how big they are and just massive they are, taking up the table. So yeah, so in a future video, these things are just beat up and battered, but there are a lot of parts to them. And we're just going to do kind of an ASMR cleanup and a little tutorial of what to look at on these and see how many pieces I got. So purchase price, I got this one that I'm going to take out of the shot. You can see a lot of the other stuff right there. And then I also got this one that's in a lot better shape. It just is pretty gnarly. They were asking for $7 for both of them. I got both of these for $5, so I thought I couldn't pass it up, especially when you got yellow stuff, missiles and whatnot sticking on them. So we will look at these more in detail in a future video, that's for sure. All right, so after putting the boats aside, we have a couple of other things that we had here. Let's take a look at these. So we got some Transformers as well. So we got some Transformer, I believe this is animated, which I love Transformers animated. I'm nervous about seeing these because, man, how cool was Transformers animated? To me, it's the best cartoon that they ever had. I really thought it was great. That's a good looking Optimus Prime. I don't have any. I used to have quite the collection of the Transformers animated. I don't anymore. Probably going to have to pick this one up, but this is battle damaged, if you can kind of see that right there. So he can stand over here. As you can see, we got some Dungeons and Dragons stuff over there. It's probably coming to you. First Lord of the Ring action figure. Thought it was cool. He does glow in the dark. I don't know if, let's see if we can make him glow here. Show you the glow in the dark aspect of it there. So that's cool. One of the ghosts from the last does have his sword that comes in. I love Lord of the Rings. This action figure's looking good. Again, buying lots like this really does mess with you, because how cool would it be to have a table or a little area filled with cool Lord of the Rings stuff? I don't know. I'm glad it's a ghost and not one of the main characters. Got Sludge. G1 Sludge. Very, 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 very played with and broken right here. I mean, he's loose as all get out. May have to work on him a little bit, but at least it could be a parts dyno or something. But again, for the price that I paid for everything, this is a really good deal, in my opinion. I mean, you can't go wrong with having a Sludge for that. I mean, it's just cool. He does bow to you. Definitely not standing. Just nothing real great on him, but it's a G1 Dinobot for pennies on the dollar. This was cool. This was in there. I thought was neat. So these are the Wave Runners Sea-Doo type things for the G.I. Joe Bug, B-U-G-G. Did come with one missile. The Bug is one of my favorite Cobra vehicles because of this. Has the engine and everything else. So I do plan on getting a Bug at some point. I just don't know if I'll never need, like, I don't know how much these are in the world of G.I. Joe, but would like to have the missiles. But at least I got one. It's just something I don't have to piece together. Don't have to, dive in and really spend a lot of money on. But they're together. They're good. They look good. No stains. No anything else. Always loved the fact that you could put these in the backs of the G.I. Joe, and they could have a Wave Runner as a backpack. Always thought that was cool. So we got a Nintendo game, just NBA, Kobe Bryant in the NBA courtside. Just picked that up because it's a Kobe game. I have no idea if it's got resale value or not. I doubt it. It's a sports game in the world, so but it's a Kobe thing. Did pick up Dinobot. Did look to be complete for me. I was never, ever, ever gonna get back together. I just was never a Dino, or I'm sorry, a Beast Wars guy for me. Never really dug it, but it does look cool Probably won't be picking any more of these up. This could be like a trade thing for me to try to get, I don't know, pieces or anything else out of it. But yeah, we got a Dinobot there, which is I guess kind of cool. I need to fix this light. Can this light, is that better? We're gonna try that maybe. That may be the way to go. Then we have, I think this is Skybite. Again, I don't know if this is Beast Machine, Beast Wars. Don't know if it's a reissue. Don't know if it's original. Don't really know too much about it other than I think it's Skybite, and he has his thing here that turns a lot. It also could be this guy. I mean, they do look similar to each other, so it could be an upgrade from him. You'll have to leave me a thing in the comments. I have no idea. I wouldn't even begin to know how to transform this guy, to be quite honest. But it does look to be somewhat maybe complete. Does have a gun over here. I don't know if a hand comes out or not, but he's there. And then we've got this, and I'll be honest, I have no idea what this is, but it's from 1990. It looks to be a snow or a water vehicle for the Cobra team, because there's a Cobra decal. This pops up. It looks like you put your Joes in there and it spins. I don't know what that would be any good for. Obviously, this is just a shell and minor parts. There look to be maybe some guns back here. This looks to hook on back here somewhere to where it's just sledding away. But that's a cool looking vehicle. I'm gonna have to do some research into it and see what that is actually all about. I don't really know what that is. The big money for what I spent of getting something is just getting a bag of G.I. Joes. There is nothing that excites me more than dumping out a bag of G.I. Joes that's just been loose and collected and just ready to go. Some looked broken, some looked nice, some looked newer, to be quite honest with you, but did have some file cards. So on the file card, going very, very, very wide variety of what we had here, but did have an original G.I. Joe Wolverine driver Cover Girl. That's a cool file card to have. Did have this looks to be a redo of something, maybe the 25th anniversary or something of that, but I don't think that's vintage, of the Cobra just infantryman that was there. This is Night Viper from the 50th anniversary. This looks to be from the movie of G.I. Joe, and that's Roll Bar, which is kind of neat. What we got here? Low Light. Again, so 50th anniversary of Low Light with all of his stuff that's there. Would be neat to see if this matches what the vintage card says. I have no idea. I've never really looked into it. And then this is Heavy Duty. Looks to be, that was in French, wasn't it? Yeah, there we go. Or it's in something, Spanish or French. And here we go. This is probably a 50. No, it doesn't have the logo. I don't know. We're going to call it a 50th anniversary. So we've got those down. We've got those out. Let's just take a look at the G.I. Joes that we got. Again, all of this very, very cheap. I think, what did I say it was? $10 for everything. I believe that was, no, I believe the G.I. Joes were 10. I think it was 20 for everything. Which I thought was a pretty good deal. Anyway, I forget. It's been a couple weeks since I've bought these, and I've kind of forgotten. Do have a Heavy Duty here in the green suit, which is pretty cool. Does, like I said, a lot of these are broken, but it's a nice filler for until I get a different one, because I don't have him. Again, the private part there is cracked out, but do have him. Let's see who we got here. I believe this is Footloose, I believe. Does have everything that he needs figure-wise, missing, I believe, a helmet, a backpack, and obviously a weapon of some sort, but we do have him in it. This is one of the early releases. I do believe it's is it a straight arm? Yeah, it is a straight arm. That's pretty good to get one of the vintage ones. Thumbs are not broken, and this is really good shape. Do believe that's his helmet. Is, I believe, 82? Yeah. Is this Short Fuse? Is that who that is? Maybe not. Blow me up. It is what it is. But yeah, nice to have one of the 82 Joes sitting there. And really good condition, to be quite honest with you. So I think he's at least worth the $10 that I got for all of these. Got some Cobra Law coming in. Doesn't have his antenna, but that's okay. Always loved the look of this guy. Would like to get a vintage set of the Cobra Law, and then get some classifieds to compare him maybe down the line as a Playground Chronicles. I think that would be cool. Do have a Dr. Mindbender with just nothing but himself. Thumbs are good. Just missing everything. So got us a Dr. Mindbender. Do have a couple baggies here. So we got Crystal Ball. Crystal Ball does look to be complete. We just got to get a rubber band in there on him, which I do have some rubber bands somewhere. I've just got to find them. Then we have a Wild Bill version 2, I believe. He's either version 2 or version 3. But yeah, he just is in need of a rubber band as well. Got us a Croc Master, missing his croc and everything else, but always loved that big eye right there. Croc Master coming in. That's good. Big Boa coming in. No boxing gloves, no nothing. But what a cool character this was. I remember getting him. This is the series where wrestling kind of took over for me instead of G.I. Joe, and he was my world champion because of the boxing gloves and everything else, but would have WWE wrestling matches with these guys, kind of like a Street Fighter deal. But hard to match them one-on-one. Like if you've got Footloose versus Big Boa, I mean, you do the tail of the tapes, Boa's going to beat him up. It's kind of cool. I can't remember what this guy's name is. He did come with a vehicle that looked like a manta ray. He's a C something. It's maybe C Viper. I don't know. Really good. Very, very strong joints. Very strong waist. Everything else looks cool. That purple. So he's a 90s. Do have a Falcon, but he's cut off at the waist there. So that doesn't do us too good of a job there. But we've got a little waist of him. We've got one of the twins. Pretty loose. Would have to probably give him a new O-ring, but everything is complete on him with the thumbs and everything else. This is the one that doesn't have the scar on his face. I think that's Tomax, but I'm probably wrong. Then we got Jinx. Jinx, one of my favorite of the new characters that came out back in the day. She is a little bit wobbly, played with. Maybe have to tighten her up a little bit, but always did like that ninja. And then one of my favorites, and this is a release that I never had, but Firefly. This looks like a very cool upgrade from, I believe these were made in the 90s. 98 is when this came out. So is this the Valor Cobra? Maybe I don't think it's the 3-pack, but it is a Firefly that I'm gonna love to look at and have around. And my favorite character in the G.I. Joe line is definitely Firefly. So would be nice to kind of get all of the Firefly figures at some point, but he's also a favorite of a lot, so his prices are skyrocketing up. So thought I'd share a little yard sale get with you. Hope you all like this. Leave some thumbs up. Subscribe if you don't mind. If not, we'll be back later on this week. We have got a Playground Chronicles. I think we're going to be doing what's sneaking over there for the Playground Chronicles this week. And we got some more G.I. Joe coming because, like I said, we're going to look into restoring those boats and seeing if we can't get one good one out of it. So until then, have a great week. Peace out. Home Skillets.